you today with You Never Forget Your First. Biography of George Washington. I think I'm going to have to speak up here. Haha. This book was a joy to read. Very entertaining because it has a lot of lists. I like lists, I suppose. Being a Joycean, and a lot of more lists that I'm going to read later on in this. This is his battles that he won and lost. George Washington was one of our greatest generals. He was like the first general. A lot of misnomers about General George, President. A lot of truths that I enjoy reading about, or founding fathers. I read John Adams, and I read 1776. I like David McCullough, and buddy reading with my James Baldwin buddy reading partner Patrice Jones. In Nonfiction November, we'll be reading about Lincoln, and we're reading Baldwin Biography. But I have a playlist. My McCullough reviews are down there, and the book reviews. I highly recommend this, and this was recommended to me by Brian at Bookish, probably 2 years ago, and I finally got around to reading it. And I listened to the audio too, with my earbuds. But let me get into this book a little bit. Generals of the American Revolution, year 1775. American General George Washington, British General Thomas Gage, 1776 through 1777. American General George Washington, British General Sir William Howe, 78 to 81. George Washington, British General Sir Henry Clinton, 1781. George Washington, Lord Charles Cornwallis. And finally, 1782 through 1783, American General George Washington and British General Sir Guy Carleton. But, you recognize Cornwallis and William Howe. The Revolutionary Battles at a Glance. And George Washington won more than he lost, but he was the man. Frenemies with Thomas Jefferson and Hamilton, James Monroe. He didn't get along with a lot of his fellow statesmen. And, the slave that he didn't do a great job with his slaves. In fact, he ended up separating them, and they never saw each other again. That's a sad tale about Washington. But very thorough book. In fact, the last about 50 pages or so are all endnotes. All of that are notes. So, very thorough book. I got it from the library. So I utilized my library. This one's going back and on to the next one. So, hey, thanks again, Brian. I give this 4 stars on book Goodreads.